So right now you have some people who are giving you a hard time. Okay, you may feel depressed, you may be sad, angry, frustrated. However, whatever it is, the narcissist and the cluster personality, they seem to be doing a psychological job on you, a spiritual job, an emotional job. It's almost like it's spiritual warfare between you and the narcissist or cluster personality. Sometimes this can be a family member or several family members. It may be people that you thought were your friends. So is it better to be positive or to be for real or authentic? I say it's great to balance both. So instead of focusing on trying to be positive all the time around the narcissist and cluster personality, it may be best to balance that with being for real or authentic. So when the narcissist begins to pull shenanigans, what's one of the best ways you can deal with that? We're going to talk about that in today's video. I'm Luminous Star. Welcome to the Luminous Star channel. All of my current subscribers, you already know how special you are to me. Thank you for motivating me as well as inspiring me to stay passionate about keeping our Star channel active. If this is your first time, welcome to Luminous Star, and I certainly hope you become a part of our Star family. You already know what to do. Please check the description box below for details to today's video. Should you become a part of our Star family, welcome, and we give you a big virtual hug and kiss, okay? Should you become a part of our Star family, welcome to Luminous Star. Okay, so is it better to try to be positive versus being for real or authentic when you're dealing with the shenanigans of a narcissist and cluster personality? I say it's best to balance both. Because when you're going through all of the emotional stuff, you're going through, it's like you're being ripped apart, not only emotionally, but spiritually. It's almost like the narcissist and cluster personality really likes to see you when you're down. Okay, so some cluster personalities and some narcissists, yes, they do set things in motion on purpose because they feed off of your being downtrodden. So when you're downtrodden, or when you're down on your luck, or when you're depressed, anxious, angry about all of the shenanigans that the narcissist is pulling, the narcissist likes it. The cluster personality likes it. Because as long as they can see that you are depressed, you're off your square, you're off balance, you seem to be losing it, they thumbs that up. Why is that? Well, because of what's going on inside of them. See, the real war is going on inside of them, and they want you to be a part of it. They want to take the credit for winning the war, but they want to use you to win the war. It's almost like they're using you as a weapon to win their war, their personal demons, okay, they're fighting against. This is why they deny that they have any problems. This is why they deny and they project their stuff onto other people when it's very clear that they have issues, they have challenges. They're under delusions of grandeur, yet they will use you as a weapon to try to fight their demons. They'll use you as a weapon to win their war that's going on inside of them, that's raging inside of them. I want to share a secret with you, and that is, as long as the narcissist and the cluster B personality can see that you love and care for him or her, they're going to use that as a weapon against you. They have no interest in getting along with you for the sake of peace and love and balance and harmony. In other words, they're not able to have a positive relationship with you. Yet they will sell you that story that they're interested in having a relationship with you that's based on love, positivity, harmony. And when you start expressing what you have experienced or what you are experiencing, you are being positive. But not only that, you're being for real. You're being authentic. It's very hard to be positive all the time around someone like the narcissist and cluster personality who likes to pull people down like a stronghold. It's not a good idea to try to be positive for positive's sake during those times. I say it's best to balance authenticity with being positive. So again, how are you being positive and how are you being authentic? Simply by working your support base, expressing what you have experienced in a constructive manner. You don't have to put on a show for the narcissist. You don't have to become reactionary because they like that anyway. As long as there's evidence of you being downtrodden, you're being pulled down, like, again, somebody pulling you down like they're a stronghold. As long as the narcissist has evidence that you are depressed, you're anxious, you're angry, you're not focused, you may even be very discouraged, heartbroken, the narcissist thumbs that up because they have the evidence that they are affecting. They're like that stronghold that pulls you down into the deepest, darkest pit where there's nothing but sorrow. That's it. So you may be already a person who's very familiar with being betrayed. Okay, so maybe you are very familiar with sorrow. Maybe you're very familiar with being betrayed. Maybe you're very familiar with being abandoned. Maybe you're very familiar with being slighted or done wrong. The narcissist wants you to focus on that because as long as you focus on that, you're not on your square. The narcissist is a cluster B personality. See, how they pull you down into that deep, dark pit where you're stuck in the sunken place, the way they do it is they influence you to stay focused on how they did you dirty, how they did you wrong, how they are currently, how they may be currently pulling shenanigans and engaging in all types of diabolical tactics to continue to get the narcissistic supply from you. They want you to focus on that. They want you to continue to be hurt and angry. This way, you continue to be off your square. You continue to be off balance. And the narcissist likes that because as long as you're off your square, then they can pull you down. As long as the narcissist can keep you off balance and off of your square, then he or she, more than likely, they're like that stronghold that's pulling you down into a deep, dark pit of the sunken place. That's where they want you because there, you're filled with sorrow. You're filled with anger, maybe even rage. And this is understandable because the narcissist and the cluster B personality, see, they get off on pulling shenanigans. They get off on engaging in all types of diabolical tactics. The narcissist and the cluster B personality, they're having a field day. As long as they have evidence of your being off your square and you're being knocked off balance by him or her, they know that they have you in that stronghold. That can be a trauma bonding. That can be a toxic tie. But they have their reins tight and they're pulling you down and you're feeling the effects of it. So is it positive? Is it authentic to try to be happy when you're being done that way? I say no. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you, as human beings, there's a thing called emotions that we often experience. So to express what you have experienced is authentic. It is showing to be in balance. It is showing to be on your square because you have a support base that you're working. You're not trying to please the narcissist or the cluster B personality anymore. You're demonstrating your growth. This is how you maintain balance. This is how you are able to stay on your square no matter what the shenanigans are of the narcissist, no matter how much they engage in diabolical tactics. In other words, to try to get you to become reactionary, to try to get you to focus on how badly they're treating you, right? This is what they want because, again, when you focus on how you've been treated by the narcissist and the cluster B personality, how do you feel? What are some of the thoughts that come into mind? More than likely, they don't feel very pleasant, and they're not very pleasant. However, you are not identified by your experiences or your thoughts. Your thoughts are not who you are. Okay, this is what the narcissist doesn't want you to know. Another secret, the narcissist and the cluster B personality does not want you to know that at any given time, you don't have to be a part of the relationship with him or her. You're always free to go. But the narcissist doesn't want you to feel that way, nor do they want you to think that way, because that means they lose supply. So balancing authenticity with being positive while you're dealing with the narcissist and cluster B personality is a game changer. The narcissist and the cluster B personality doesn't like it when people are practicing personal boundaries. All right, so when you're practicing personal boundaries, you're practicing self-preservation. You're practicing assertion and emotional discipline. The emotional discipline is the real key to practicing mindfulness, because now you're taking responsibility for your own emotions. The narcissist doesn't have control. They would like to have control. But when you practice emotional discipline, it is a real game changer. See, the narcissist and the cluster B personality, they get to see firsthand that you're in control, and they're not. As long as they can get you to focus on how badly they have treated you, you're going to feel some kind of way about it. You're going to have certain thoughts, and this doesn't make you a bad person. The narcissist and the cluster B personality, they want you to feel guilty, if not ashamed, of some of the bad thoughts you may have because of the shenanigans that they're pulling. This is how they trap you. This is how they keep you in the sunken place. This is how you continue to be knocked off your square. This is how they continue to get the narcissistic supply from you. So it's not very important to try to be positive, because this causes stress. When you're trying to be positive, in other words, you're forcing it, how do you feel? What do you think? In other words, you're critically thinking as well as being mindful of how you feel when the narcissist pulls shenanigans, when they start to engage in diabolical tactics to knock you off your square and to keep you off balance, because they like to see you downtrodden. They like to see you down. Tool number one, remember, your life has purpose, okay? It doesn't belong to the narcissist. Your life is yours, not the narcissist. Now, sometimes they may make comments to make it seem like they see you as property. Your life has purpose. You have a journey. It's no accident that you are a part of the human race. Tool number two, recognize instead of internalize. All right, tool number two, recognize instead of internalize. By recognizing what's actually going on in the relationship instead of internalizing it all is one positive way that you can focus and critically think about what's actually going on in the relationship. This will help you to focus on thriving forward instead of looking at all of the shenanigans that the narcissist is pulling and internalizing it all. And then you feel depressed. Then you're in a state of anxiety. You might be misplacing as well as misusing your anger. Okay, now the narcissist and cluster B personality, believe it or not, they like the negative attention. So if you're reactionary instead of responding, so recognizing instead of internalizing can be a very effective and positive focus tool for you. Pull from your support base, pull resources from your support base to help you focus and thrive forward. Recognizing instead of internalizing can be a very effective and powerful focus tool for you. Tool number three, don't be afraid to ask for help if you need it. There is someone that you may not even be aware of that will understand your plight. See, narcissists and cluster B personalities, they like to invoke or to influence fear in other people. This way, you don't think that you have anyone in your corner. It may look like that you're standing alone. Don't be fooled by that. The narcissist and cluster B personality, they have to manipulate everyone that they deal with, not just you. They have to manipulate everyone. This way, they can pull certain shenanigans. So by taking that step to make sure that you reach out to someone that you trust, take steps to become a little bit less fearful about doing what you need to do to thrive forward. That means not being available emotionally. Narcissists would like nothing more than for you to remain isolated, for you to really feel and harbor a lot of guilt and shame. That way, you will remain more than likely inactive. You are internalizing all of the shenanigans, all of the diabolical tactics for narcissistic supply, such as smear campaigning, character assassinating you. All of these things weigh down a person's spirit. It works on their minds. The narcissist is aware of this to a certain extent. He or she would like for you to remain in the sunken place. If you're wondering why the narcissist and cluster B personality seems to hound you a lot. They're always seemingly in your face. I want you to know something. One thing is that he or she intuitively, they may not speak this with their mouths, okay? They know that you are a luminous star. You're shining brightly. He or she has a false self-image that is totally threatened and challenged by that shining star that's within you. You're still shining bright like a star. This is why I named the channel Luminous Star, because I remember there were many times in my life where it seems like I was surrounded by darkness due to the challenges that I was facing. But I still found that shine within. It became very valuable to me. It became very important to me to continue to find that strength, find that love, find that courage, no matter how much darkness was surrounding me at the time. So this is why, again, I say you are a luminous star. Yeah, you're going through things right now. I don't have to necessarily know the details about everything that you're going through. However, if you're dealing with a narcissist and a cluster B personality in your life, I already know that you're going through quite the ordeal. For that, my heart goes out to you. Okay, so I want you to know something in this video today. If you take nothing else away from this video, remember, you have that within that can help you to illuminate from within, no matter how much so-called darkness is surrounding you. And I put that in quotes is because I don't really know your situation. I don't know the details of what you may deem to be that darkness. It could be in the form of a person, place, or thing. What is your purpose for being here on the planet? That's just to rephrase that question. Why are you here? Make no mistake, you're here. You can't deny that, right? But ask yourself that question today or tonight. What are you here on the planet for? Is it to become a narcissistic supply for all of your existence? I certainly hope not. I hope you don't see yourself that way or think yourself that way. Now, the narcissist, of course, will love it if you see yourself this way, because he or she, they have a false identity that they have created of you. That false identity may be of a person that's all thumbs and two left feet. In other words, you can never get it right. You can never do anything right. Okay? That's in their eyes, in their mind. That's how they picture you. It's a false identity. It's not who you are. It is not for you to stay in the sunken place. No, because you are growing. Everybody grows at a different pace. Make sure that you are authentic with yourself. Be for real. Be for real with yourself. Don't sugarcoat. Don't look at the narcissist and cluster B personality with the rose-colored glasses on and say, oh, they're not so bad. They're not really doing this and doing that. That's what they want you to do, is to sugarcoat everything, to belittle your experiences, to not feel what you feel, not to think what you think. In other words, don't critically think about the theme of the relationship. The theme of the relationship is what's actually going on in the relationship. What's going on in the relationship with a narcissist and cluster B personality? They're being deceptive, manipulative. They're pulling all types of shenanigans. That's the theme of the dysfunctional relationship. With the narcissist and the cluster B personality want you to shoulder or carry the weight of the relationship with him or her. So they do all of these things, pulling shenanigans, and you're left holding the bag. You're left trying to figure out what's going on. You're left trying to figure out what the solution is to make sure you two are okay, or all of you are okay, or there's peace in the relationship. Why is that all on you, and why are you carrying it? That's not being for real. That's not positive. Express what you have experienced. Be for real with yourself. Work your support base. That is a balance of being authentic and positive. You're telling the truth. You're being honest. You're looking at your circumstances and having the confidence of knowing that you are your best problem solver, not your only problem solver, your best problem solver. You're not looking at yourself as a victim, yet you're being very realistic about where you are in that relationship with a narcissist and cluster B personality and who they are and what they represent. They represent dysfunction because that's all they engage in is dysfunction and toxicity. Where do you fit into that? I'm Luminous Star. Until next time, stay tuned for more vlogs. Stay tuned next for more videos. Stay tuned for more vlogs. Stay tuned for more videos. And of course, wherever you are right now, I wish you the very best love possible. So balance authenticity with being positive. Again, this is how you're going to continue to thrive forward with success. Regardless of what the narcissism cluster personality is doing, regardless of what they're talking about, their smear campaign, all of this is to bring you down. Okay? So yes, while you're feeling a certain way, while you're thinking something, it is positive and it's authentic to express what you have experienced in a constructive way, in an emotional environment that is feeling very balanced.